What's up everybody, I'm Seth Fowler and today I'm reviewing the Supreme Nike SB Gato in this lovely baby blue colorway. Thanks so much for tuning in today. Make sure to hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't yet. Also make sure to give me a follow on Instagram and on Twitter at @RealSethFowler. Also, if you were not aware, September 6th is the last day to enter the Off-White Nike Presto 250,000 subscriber giveaway. So if you haven't done that, make sure to do so by clicking the link in the description below. If you didn't know, September 6th is today. But of course, the giveaway is to thank you guys for being such awesome supporters of the channel and helping me get to this crazy number of 250,000 subscribers, which I really honestly can't thank you guys enough for. But with all of that out of the way, let's jump right into the video. Over the years, Supreme has delivered us some pretty incredible collabs and then of course, some pretty terrible collabs at the same time. And Supreme being the name that it is, they're able to charge some pretty insane retail prices and of course command some unbelievable resale prices. Many of these collaborations have come in the form of sneakers. I would say a large percentage of these collaborations were total garbage. And honestly, looking at the Fall/Winter 2018 Week 2 drop collaboration with Nike, I thought it was going to be another stinker. But last night I received a package from Supreme. By the way, their shipping has been really great this season, which kind of blew me away, but that's neither here nor there. I opened this box and was pleasantly surprised by what I found. What was inside was a decent looking sneaker that I've actually come to really like. And that sneaker, if you couldn't already tell by the title, thumbnail, and intro to this video, was the Supreme Nike SB Gato. SBs up until the last couple years have been a very popular skateboarding sneaker, and it makes sense because Supreme is a skateboarding brand. The SB Gato, however, is a heavily soccer-inspired sneaker, which sort of fits in with the SB line, but doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I'm gonna be completely honest with you, I've been reviewing sneakers for about 2.5 years, I've been wearing sneakers, well, for about 26 years, and I've never really seen the SB Gato. So obviously I have no nostalgia towards the shoe, and like I said at the beginning of the video, I wasn't really expecting much when I first opened the package. But seeing this shoe in hand, I've been pleasantly surprised by the overall look of the sneaker. To be fair, I don't like the other colorways that much at all, and I think it's only really this colorway that I like, but I mean, I gotta be honest, it's still a nice looking sneaker. Starting off around the toe of the sneaker, you've got this triangular pattern textured synthetic leather. It's just kind of there for durability, that's the whole point. As you continue up the shoe, you get to this kind of meh leather on the toe box. The leather on the toe has a sort of stitching pattern which almost gives it sort of a ripple effect, which I think is kind of nice. You've got 7 ventilation holes right in the middle of the toe, which obviously do nothing. And just above that, you've got this unbelievably subtle Nike check, which sort of has like this clear tape sort of effect to it. If you couldn't already tell, the leather comes in this baby blue, and so does a majority of the upper of the sneaker. One thing I'm kind of impressed by is how well they color matched each material on the shoe. I've said this in previous videos, it is usually pretty difficult to color match different kinds of materials, and I think in this particular case, they did an excellent job. As you continue up the shoe, you've got these sort of flat blue laces. At the end of the laces, you have Supreme's logo on the lace tips. Just underneath them, you've got a mesh tongue, also in light blue. At the top of the tongue, you've got this oversized tag, which of course makes hypebeast drool. It's got a Nike SB logo, and then of course that red Supreme box logo at the bottom. There are maybe 4 Supreme touches on the entire shoe, and that's probably one of the most obvious. As you continue inside the sneaker, you've got this mesh sock liner, also in light blue. As you can already see, the entire insole of the shoe comes in Supreme red with the Nike SB logo on the heel. And then one detail that I think a lot of Supreme heads will really appreciate is the large Supreme branding across both insoles. With a lot of recent Supreme collaborations, the Supreme detailing has been super subtle, even on the insole of the shoe. So it's kind of nice to see that large Supreme branding somewhere on the sneaker. As for fit, the Supreme Nike SB Gato does seem to fit relatively true to size. The reason I say relatively is because I got my true size, and putting it on, it does feel a little bit tight around the toes. But from the little research that I've done about the Nike Gato, apparently the shoe should loosen up over time, so you should be fine. But if you don't really like a tight fit around the toes, maybe go up half a size. It is also a relatively narrow shoe, so if you're a wide footer, again, maybe go up half a size. But for me, I went true to size, and I'm pretty okay with it. Continuing back on the shoe, you get to these interesting little triangular cutouts, which almost sort of have like fish gills going on inside. I'm not sure exactly what to call these. On some of the colorways in the collaboration, they come in sort of contrasting colorways. Obviously, on this light blue colorway, they also come in light blue. I definitely prefer the more subtle look of this color match detail. I think it's just a little bit too much when they're like a bright red. Also, I'm not really a huge fan of this detail in general. It's not like they serve a purpose. They don't ventilate the shoe or anything like that. They're just kind of there. And I guess they're not bad, they're just not my thing. Smack dab in the middle of the sneaker, you've got this matte white Nike swoosh, and just above that, you've got another very subtle Supreme detail with this blue Supreme tag. Continuing around to the heel of the sneaker, you've got this asymmetrical leather paneling, and of course, as you can tell, you've got the world famous branding on the heel of the sneaker. This time around, the branding is an embossed detail with this very thin black line outlining the letters. I honestly would have preferred if the lettering was just in bold white. I think that would have looked a little bit cleaner, but I'm not mad at the black outline. Moving down the sneaker, you get to this very thin white and blue Cushlon midsole. It doesn't really do anything for me. It's not really comfortable. It's not even painted that nicely. It's just kind of there. And then finally, moving to the bottom of the sneaker, you get to one of the highlights of the sneaker, the gum outsole. This outsole is completely flat with a hexagonal traction pattern. I mean, it's not incredible. It's sticky enough. I mean, I don't know a lot about soccer, so I don't know exactly what they need, but for just walking around, it's fine. Overall, the Supreme Nike Gato is a pretty decent sneaker for 110 bucks. Like I said, I was pleasantly surprised by how much I actually like this shoe. It might just be the fact that I really like the color and just how it looks on my feet. It could also be that it's actually just not a terrible looking sneaker like I expected, but for whatever reason, I was pleasantly surprised, and I think if you actually grab a pair or even see a pair in person, you might actually be too. But that about wraps up the review for today. Again, seriously, I just didn't think that I was gonna like this shoe, and then I got it in hand and I was like, yeah, okay, I get it. Let me know in the comment section down below if you had that same experience that I had when you got your pair in the mail. But once again, make sure to enter the off-white Nike Presto giveaway because it does end on September 6th, which is very, very soon. But as always, thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe down below if you haven't yet, and I'll see you all in the next one.